Hi, this is Mariah from Unpacking Disability, and this is my last episode in the Shaped by Disability series. And this is in honor of Disability Pride Month and the 30th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. I will be continuing to make these videos because I'm finding it really enjoyable. It's so much easier than writing blog posts. But it's this particular series, Shaped by Disability, this is it. This is the final one. And today I wanted to talk about Star Trek, the influence of Star Trek. Star Trek is, as you know, it's an umbrella, and there's many different series underneath that umbrella. So there's, the original series, there's Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, and so on. But when I'm talking about Star Trek today, I'm talking about Next Generation. And Next Generation is where it's this diverse crew, and they're on this starship Enterprise, and they're going where no one has gone before, and they're exploring space. And Star Trek really covers everything. It covers diversity, it covers gender, it covers sex, covers everything. And it also covers disability, and it has different perspectives of disability. All of them are mind-blowing, all of them. So they have, like in one episode, for example, they have a deaf man, and he is the translator. That's his role. So he's a translator, and he is completely deaf. He uses sign language only, and it's such a cool episode. They have so much in there, so much in that series, and I should talk more about it at some point, or write blog post about various episodes that are really worth paying attention to. But this, so one of the things I wanted to say was, so they have Geordi. Geordi is the chief engineer in Star Trek on the Enterprise, and he is a blind man. He's a blind black man. And he's the chief engineer. He's the lead pilot for getting the starship, from point A to point Z in this infinite expanse of discoverable universe. How cool is that? And then they have Counselor Troi, and she is an empath. And basically what happens in Star Trek is, say they go to a new place, and they have interaction with the aliens, and they take a step back, and Captain Picard will turn to Counselor Troi and say, "Hey, what's your take on this?" In fancy speak. And she'll tell him, like, "Oh, well, I'm sensing, this and this and this from them." And so he goes and makes decisions, based on what she's sensing in various situations from the aliens. And can you even imagine what that would look like in this here and now, to have an important situation and like a meeting, and have a leader bring an empath, and have the empath give their take on what's happening, and the leader actually give it credence? Like, wow, right? That's pretty much unheard of right now. And it's not that being an empath is a disability, but the point to me is that skill sets are not being valued right now that could be valued. Skill sets right now are so narrow. They're so defined by very limited perceptions of possibility. And I think that the world and the universe is much bigger than that. I think that, of course, there is room for us all. There is room for us all. But it's more than that. We are all needed. We all give something. We all contribute something. We are all intrinsic components in this universe. And I truly believe that. I feel like Star Trek is a wonderful example of how to think outside the box, how to really look at things from a different perspective. And like I said, I feel like we've just been really limiting ourselves into these very narrow ideas of what's possible. and that we value skill sets in such a narrow way. You know, it's like I don't think we've even begun to truly see the contributions that disability has on us being people with disabilities. So, and what I mean by that is that, you know, like I've been saying throughout this month, I really see disability as a platform upon which we experience the world. So, you know, it's everything that we do, and just every aspect of our existence in some way is being shaped by disability, if we have a disability. And we have skill sets that are developed. We have these talents. We have ways of thinking, being, processing, moving, communicating, emoting, that are developed by dint of our disability. Not despite it, not overcoming it, but because of it. And I think the more that we tune into that, you know, the more that we really hone into who we are, the more powerful we will become. The more that we as a human race expand our ideas of possibility and what is of value, the more the role of people with disabilities is going to come into play. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna leave you here because I don't want to make it too long, but it's 7 minutes right now. But those are some pretty big thoughts of mine. At least I think they're big. I spent a lot of time thinking about them, that's for sure. And I'd love to hear yours. Sorry, I'm fidgeting. Anyway, so this was it. The final talk story in Being Shaped by Disability, the series that Pauline, whom I love Pauline from One Leg Up Productions created, and you please go check her out. She's such an awesome person with such amazing ideas. Really, I love her. Anyway, so, and this is in honor of ADA 30, the 30th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act, Disability Pride Month, and all that good stuff. So, take care.